Your pal EMDSD14R, and this video is on my box cab collection. So just going to show the lineup here. So I'm actually showing them in order that I purchased them in. You guys have seen this one in the previous video that I uploaded. This is the very first box cab diesel that I ever owned. I've had this since I was a kid. It was a roundhouse kit. This was the first locomotive kit that I actually built. In recent years, I upgraded it with a new drive from a GE 70 tonner. So it's DCC now. I just got to change some details on it. I already put the windows in it. So, and I just got to do some painting and some other things to it. And then the next one that I purchased is this one. This is the ED14. It's basically a GE box cab electric that was imported or exported to Japan in the early days of electrification in Japan. There's a company that actually makes it. Let me just see if I can get the box here. This is the company that makes it. I will say that overall the model is good, but I've been having a lot of issues with it. Like, for example, ever since I got it, I haven't ran it that much, and that was because I knew one of the gears on the axles were cracked. So I removed, that gear off of that axle, and it left me with 3 powered axles. Well, a couple nights ago, I decided to run it, and I heard that same clicking noise. I took the truck apart, and it turns out another gear was completely cracked and split. So now this engine obviously is not fully functional. Only has 1 powered wheel, which is not enough to move the locomotive. I will say that the design could have been done a lot better with the drive. The motor is perfect. The motor is great. It's DCC ready, but I think overall this company needs to go back and redo this all over again, because I'm very disappointed in the fact that it's not what it's supposed to be. The side frames, they don't really stay on properly. There's a grinding sound or rubbing sound when the wheels are actually turning. That is apparent. Not only that, but the model comes with plastic pantographs, and these models retail for about $250, $300 at some locations. And when you're paying that kind of money, you really shouldn't be getting plastic pantographs. And not only that, but the gears on them should not be breaking that easily with little to no runtime or just by sitting in the box. Like the gear completely was, I don't know what type of grease they used, but it completely ate through the gear. And that's not cool. So I'm going to try to see if I can get this one repaired, because it is a one-of-a-kind locomotive, and it is unique. So hopefully I can get that up and running. The next one is another roundhouse box cab. I'm not sure if this is going to be. I'm not sure if it's going to be a diesel or electric. I'm probably going to lean towards electric on this one, because it's very similar to this one here. So I might do that in the near future. And then the next one is my brass I think it's a B class electric. I'm probably getting it wrong, but this was a kit that you could buy from in England, and if you look on the bottom there, it says made in the UK. It's a very hard to find kit. I got this from a seller off of eBay. It was his father-in-law's, and it was brand spanking new. I I actually took it to Nicholas Smith and had them put a Stanton power drive on it because the drive that was already in there was terrible. Not only that, but there was a there wasn't an equalization between the front truck and the rear truck. I mean, even if you look here, you can still see that this end still sits up a couple millimeters higher than this end. And that's how the kit was made. But it's okay. It runs great now. It's a good puller. Um, Plenty of room for a sound decoder in here and extra weight and lights, of course. Unfortunately, because the with the addition of the Stanton drive, normally the coupler would be able to sit up here, but because of the Stanton drive being here, I can't put a coupler on the front. So there's only a coupler at the rear of the engine. That's okay. It's okay. But it's not an easy kit to find. You'll occasionally see them on eBay once in a while, but this one is in brand spanking new condition. And I've always wanted one of these for years, and I finally was able to get my hands on one, so I'm glad I got it. It's a very interesting piece too. I mean, it's really interesting. Um, and then finally we have this guy over here, which you guys saw in the previous video. I can't get enough of this box cab. It's just a beast of a puller. Like if I need to get a scale, guys. You know, that's what I need to do. I got to get a scale so you guys can know exactly how much this weighs, and so that I know how much this weighs. But this thing pulls a lot. So yeah, I have to get a scale for this and see what the weight of it is. But yeah, I'm probably gonna put. I might be able to put a sound decoder in here with some very small sugar speakers or cube speakers. Not sure yet, but it will get a decoder because I can put a cam motor in it because the frame is actually isolated from either side. But yeah, but let me just go through and show you these one more time. I like the bell on this one right here. But yeah, I wanted to share these with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later.